Hi Brahmas, Mr. Desmond here, and this week I'm going to be talking about financial aid and scholarships. I have parents all the time call me and say, hey, when do we start finding out about scholarships? Because we don't know how we're going to pay for college. So that's what I want to talk to you about, and there is hope out there. Okay, now here is why we're all scared. How are we going to pay for this? The cost of college is nuts. It's increased 213% over the last 30 years. And these are just estimates for the whole package. Living on campus for a Cal State would be $29,000 a year, a UC $36,000, and Stanford $74,000 a year. So how can we pay for that? How can anybody pay for that? One thing is that very rarely do people pay the full bill. There are all sorts of ways to save money, but more important than that is colleges will provide a lot of assistance. And so very rarely will you be paying this full estimate. So step number one, no matter what you do, no matter what you come away from this presentation with, you've got to fill out the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This is a free application for federal student aid. You fill it out. It's basically your parents' tax information from the previous year, and it's due by March 2nd, but you can start filling it out October 1st of that year, of senior year. And so you want to fill it out earlier because colleges may run out of money. But basically, they take your tax information, and then after that, they come up with an EFC, an expected family contribution. And that EFC is sent to every school you applied to. Now, I want to warn you parents out there. When I saw the EFC the first time I filled this out, I said, are you kidding me? That's not what I expect to be paying every year. But so it may be higher than you want it to be. But the way it works is every school that a student gets into receives that EFC, and then their financial aid office, it's up to them to come up with a plan for how you can pay everything that the EFC doesn't cover. So for example, if it costs $36,000 and your expected family contribution is $20,000, they've got to come up with a plan for how that other $16,000 is going to come in. So it can come in as a grant or a scholarship. Cal grants as work study, which means you basically have a job while you're going to school, or loans. Loans are fine, but you really want those grants. And I'll give you, and step 3 is comparing offers and choosing which school. So the offers can vary widely. I'll give you one example from my own daughter. She got into Santa Clara, a great school. It's about $62,000 a year. And they said, hey, she's done a great job. We will offer you $2,500 a year. And my wife and I said, great. That means we only have to come up with $59,500 a year. No, thank you. St. Mary's, another great school. They maybe wanted my daughter a little more for whatever reason. They said, we'll offer $13,000 a year, and their cost was only $53,000. Now, that's still $40,000, but it did put that school in the conversation with the UCs. So that's an example of how a school that maybe wasn't way up on your list now goes up because you'll save so much money, and you never know what schools are going to offer. And I've talked to parents who, private schools, they've ended up paying less than they would at a public school because that school really wanted to get their student. And so in addition to, so most of the aid you're going to get is from the school that you end up going to. But there are supplemental scholarships, and those are provided in the senior bulletin, and you can also look around for them on your own. The senior bulletin is written by this great guy, and it's sent out to every senior and their parents at the first of every month. And it's got a lot of scholarship information and all this financial aid information and college admissions information. But I'm just giving you a quick rundown. And then after all is said and done, if it still seems too expensive, going to community college is a great way to save money. You can go to a community college for a couple of years, save money, and then transfer to the school of your dreams. And when you graduate from that school, there's no asterisk. It doesn't say only went here 2 years. It just says that's where you got your degree from. So that's a great way to save money. So when I was thinking of a song for this week, the first thing that came to mind was, go on, take money, run. But, and that's a good sentiment, but I was thinking, these are trying times, and paying for college is stressful, and everything is stressful right now. So maybe what we really need is a little patience. Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you, and I'm still right to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. Say, woman, take it slow and it'll work itself out fine. You and I just use a little patience. Said, sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I just need a little patience. Patience. Sitting here by the stairs, 'cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait, dear. Sometimes I get so tense, 'cause I can't speed up the time. But you know there's one more thing to consider. Say, woman, take it slow and it'll work itself out fine. You and I'll just use a little patience. Said, sugar, take the time, because the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it. We won't fake it, we'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it. Took some patience to get through that song. Thanks for staying with me, Brahmas. Have a great week.